Are you on a block list like this one? Oh my gosh, this could be why you're not getting a job. So the latest Meta scandal is that they have kind of revealed somebody has revealed the block list, and a lot of people are finding out shockingly they're not eligible for hire over at Facebook. Where do these block lists come from? Well, they've actually been around a long time. I don't know why people are surprised to hear about these. They've been around for a really long time. And essentially, what it is that you have been notated in the system of that company as not eligible for hire. Now, a lot of times, if you leave a company for whatever reason, they don't want you back. And so they might notate that. But there are some instances where you haven't even ever worked for the company. And just based on like the way that you've applied for jobs, they've decided that you're not a fit. And so I want to break down all of that for you. It's going to take me more than 30 seconds though. So bookmark it and come back if you can't hear the whole thing, because honestly, you want to know if you're on lists like these because it really does impact your ability to get hired at the companies you want to work for. So let's first talk about if you worked at a place previously and how to find out if you're on a block list. For me, the easiest thing to do is to have your friend or family member reach out and act like they're doing a reference check on you. They should call the HR department and say, "Hey, I'm thinking of hiring so and so. Can I do a reference check?" Most companies will automatically tell you dates of employment for start date and end date. Depending on the state you're in, they may also reveal starting pay and ending pay. So you can totally ask those questions, see what they say. But it's the third question you want to ask, which is, are they eligible for rehire? Now, some organizations won't tell you that, but shockingly, many will. And if they say no, you're on a block list. If you're not eligible for rehire, you're on a block list. So you really want to understand that. Now, if it's a company you've not ever worked at before, you can't use the reference check thing, right? Because you haven't worked there previously. But I can tell you some things that I've seen get people on a block list. First of all, it's mass applying to jobs at a company, which I think a lot of people are mistakenly doing right now. They're using some of these AI tools, which worst thing you could do right now, these mass apply AI tools that have been invented. So they, hey, we'll apply to 100 jobs in your sleep. Well, what they're doing is they're mass applying you to multiple jobs at a company. Companies can very quickly pick up on that. It looks spammy. So they're going to block you because it just looks like you're just wasting their time instead of being really intentional about where you want to work and which jobs you want. So that can get you on a block list. The other thing that can get you on a block list is, let's say you ask a friend to refer you in and that friend's like, sure, but then they tell the managers, yeah, like I worked with this person before, they weren't really that great. Then they could also put you on a block list, but you'd never be aware. So that's a more subtle thing that can happen. And so my advice is, when there's a company you really want to work for, please, first of all, be very careful about how you apply. Don't mass apply to jobs. Secondly, whenever possible, work on building relationships with people that do similar work already in the company. Try to network and build a rapport with those folks before you need help getting a job, because that can really ensure that they would give you a positive reference and get you considered. And that's where you just want to be really careful. I know sometimes people get obsessive about working at a certain company and they just go all in too much. That absolutely can hurt you and get you on a block list. So, folks, you got to be careful out there. These things really do exist. There are tons and tons and tons of companies that actually have do not hire or do not rehire, which is essentially a block list, and you need to be aware of it. If you want help with this, more tips and tricks, I'm here. Follow me here on this app, and certainly join my free resource center. No credit card required. I go live 3 times a week where you can ask questions and be part of my community. You'll find that linked in my bio. Okay. Would love to have you be part of the free resource center. Good luck. Go get them.